Hello, Hallicrafters enthusiasts. Continuing the project here on the HT-32B rectifier upgrade. So I had decided before I started this project that I wanted to put in a soft start, and I chose the Harbach universal soft start module, which is a nice little module. It's right here. Reason being, tube rectifiers, they start to conduct after they get warmed up. During the warm-up process, there's a controlled rise. When you go to solid-state rectifiers, it's instant on, and that made me a little uncomfortable. So I decided that I wanted to put this soft start module in, and I'm going to mount it right in here, probably on a piece of perf board, and I'm going to mount it to these two screws. So anyway, so in the process of reviewing the instructions and how to hook this up, you need switched AC going to it. So the switch is right here, and then the hot line comes over to this plug and connects to pin 4 in there. Okay, and you can see it on the schematic. Pin 4 is the switched AC, and that goes over to the primary of the transformer right here. So I interrupted the connection here, connected the wire from the switch off of that pin 4 connector to terminal connection C on the Harbach board, and then A goes to the primary. On the neutral side, I took off the white wire from the cord, connected it to D, and then ran a wire from B back to where the white wire was soldered in. And it's kind of a bare, the terminal strip is down in here. It's hard to get to. So regarding this plug, I took that plug apart, and the way you take it apart is there's a pin here. You have to push that pin out, and then using a pair of pliers, the opposite side, the head of that pin, you have to wiggle it out, but it's like a knurled finish on the pin. You have to rotate it in the direction of the knurl to pull it out, and if you wiggle it back and forth, it's really not going to come out. But anyway, that's how I got it out. I unsoldered the wire, which is right here. Unsoldered this from pin 4. I ran a new wire into the plug, heat shrunk it, and and then here's the wire that comes out of the plug, and that goes to C, on the board, and then new wire here, just temporarily. I'm going to shorten these up anyway, but this is for testing purposes. This wire here goes, and I have it connected in here, where the wire was going into the plug. So this is how I've interrupted the hot side. On the neutral side, unsoldered the white wire and connected that to D, and then on B ran this back to where the white wire was soldered to the terminal board. Now the board requires connection at F. Okay, F. It says it has to go to the finish end of the primary winding. So what I did here is I connected it there, and I connected it to the this side of the accessory 117 volt socket, not this side. Got to go to this side, and you know, you can check with your meter, you know where that is. But on the HT-32B, that's where I connected it to. So the kit comes with 10 ohm 10 watt resistors, and these basically set your delay on the how fast the voltage rises. And in the literature, it says there's about a several milliseconds delay before the bypass relay gets up to voltage. There's actually two relays. They get up to voltage and close and basically take the resistors out of the circuit. I wanted more time, so I experimented with some resistors that I had, and right now I've got 25 ohm 10 watt resistors in, and I'm getting about a 2 second delay before the relays close, and I'm good with that. I was looking for more than a half second delay. So and I'm going to mount this board probably on a piece of perf board or something here off of these two existing holes. I'm just going to put a piece of perf board in there and mount the board somehow to the board, or make some other kind of brackets. And then on the case, I'm most likely going to glue a piece of plastic to the case, so there's no risk of any kind of shorting or any kind of fault from the board to the case. So I think this Harbach board is going to fit in there pretty good, and that's what I plan on doing. So let's see how this thing starts up. So I still have the original cord, which is definitely going away. I have a 3-wire 16 gauge cord that I bought at the hardware store. It's a little long, but definitely going with a 3-winding cord. All along I've had the chassis grounded to a good ground, and safety first, right? So the strain relief for the cord, definitely try to be careful getting this out. Try to save it. It will come out. You just got to be careful with some prying and using a screwdriver, and just kind of taking your time and getting it out, because this one is shaped in like a D, and these are a little bit hard to find in hardware stores, so I was able to save it, and I'm going to reuse it. Okay, so on my Variac setup, I'm going to make sure that I have the hot or black side go on the hot side there. Okay, and I have a master switch here. I have the radio turned on to standby. So here we go. Okay, so you saw that, a couple of seconds. I'm happy with that, and I'm going to leave it that way. I think the 25 ohm resistors for my purposes and my line voltage is good. I'm happy with that that rise, and then the delay of about 2 seconds before the relays close and bypass the resistors. So the resistors don't get hot, you know, it's fine. So that's it. A little more work to do. I'm gonna finish up working on the board and these pigtails and mount the soft start in there. I think it'll go well. It just barely fits in there, but again, just a summary. This is how I hooked it up, and good luck. I think this is a good upgrade. You don't have to do it if you're not comfortable doing this. You know, all along with all this testing I've been doing, I've been bringing it up on my Variac, but of course I'm gonna just have to abandon that as I operate the radio and rely on the soft start. So I'm gonna shut this off now, and so that was a first start this morning, and you know, the capacitors were all discharged. So I think that 2 second or so delay is good for me, and that's what I'm going to go with. So have a good day, everybody. 73.